Welcome back to the Graham Stephan Show. My name is Graham and welcome to my show. And it's about time I watched this video because YouTube keeps recommending it to me. I have not clicked on this in over a month, but YouTube is like, here Graham, watch this video. We noticed you didn't watch the here it is again. Here it is again. Here it is again. You know what? Fine. Gonna watch the video. It seems pretty interesting and it's titled, Living by the Beach for $420 a month in Mexico. Wait for it, unlocked. So with that said, guys, we got to do our part to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much, and now let's begin.
I think we all want to be happy. And unfortunately, what they tell you in the US, the money you need to retire on, this many millions or this many hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, I am a living example. You don't need all that money and you can be happy.
Oh wow, look at that. You could be happy in some other place other than the United States. Mind blown. Oh. I'm kidding.
I'm Janet Blazer. I'm 65. I live in Mazatlan, Mexico in a 2-bedroom apartment about half a minute from the beach.
Wow. I gotta say, that is incredible. $420 a month to be half a mile from the beach. Gosh, and it looks like a really nice place too. If this were in Santa Monica, guaranteed just add a zero to it. Seriously, a zero on the low end. $4,200 a month. Minimum to be a half a mile from the beach. That's incredible.
My rent is $420 a month, which is about 8,500 pesos. I'm a retired journalist. I still do a little bit of freelance writing here and there, but mostly my time is my own. I like to surf, I go to the beach, I hang out with friends, and I just do whatever I want.
Wow, good for her. I want to know about her finances though. I'm less interested in like how she lives and more interested in like how she finances that. Like how much does she have invested? How much is her overhead? This seems really nice, especially if you have like a good friend group around you like that. Seems really, really, really nice.
My monthly income is a combination of Social Security, some royalties from book sales, and a little bit of freelance writing, and it's between $1,200 and $1,400 a month.
Now I'm wondering what it's like to live here full-time, how she's doing that as a United States citizen, especially if she's still collecting Social Security. Can you go and live in another country permanently? While collecting Social Security, were you taxed? So many questions here, I'm curious.
Once my kids were grown and I was 50, I was looking at what was ahead of me in my life and I wanted to change. I really wanted to be happy and I needed to find work because the internet had upended my career in journalism. So I tried to think outside the box and I went on a random vacation to Mexico, and while I was there, I saw a business opportunity. I saw that I could start an English magazine and support myself and live in a simpler way. I went back home and talked to my kids who were all grown by then about this idea, and so my kids were completely supportive. They said, yes, Mom, go for it. Go and do your dream. See, I get a little choked up.
That's nice. Now, I'm curious how the internet would kind of halt her career, because you would think about with journalism like that, she'd be able to type it up and have an even broader reach on the internet. So I'm curious about that.
My apartment now is 1,100 square feet. It's 2 big bedrooms, a bath and a half. There's an extra room in the back that is like a maid's quarters that I use as a laundry room because I don't have a maid. It has 10-foot ceilings, beautiful windows, and it has more space than I ever thought I would need.
I think a lot of people in the US are really curious, like, what's life like outside of the US? And a lot of people never get to have that experience. She's been doing this, and again, this seems nicer than a spot that you'd have in LA.
What makes this place worth it to me, the proximity to the beach is a big deal for me, and the ability to walk to my favorite coffee shops and restaurants. Having 2 friends so close by is also important, socializing and also in case of emergencies. This apartment that I have now, that I pay $420 a month for, is the most expensive place I've ever lived in Mazatlan in 15 years.
Wow, look at that. See, I bet now a lot of people are gonna be doing exactly that. Pretty soon a rent's gonna be going up to $500 a month and $550. I'm curious if this is rent controlled or if they have any of those policies there.
Usually my rent has been around $200. So this was a big step for me to double my rent.
Oh, wow. $25 a month for electric, $5 a month for gas, and $17 a month for Wi-Fi. Wow, everything is just, listen, I thought I was saving money moving from California to Nevada. This would be like, just take a zero off of everything. How's that?
When I was looking for a place to rent, I had certain parameters of what I wanted. I wanted to be in Centro Historico. I wanted to be close to the ocean. I wanted to be able to walk to restaurants and cafes that I wanted to go to. A good friend of mine told me about an apartment across the hall from her that was available. So when I first looked at it, I thought, oh my gosh, that's enormous. I don't need all that space. I'll just keep looking for something smaller. But as I looked, I saw that even smaller places farther from the beach were going to be at least the same cost. So this one started looking better and better.
Good for her. I think she lucked out with this place, and the fact that she had a friend who noticed this come up, it's perfect timing.
I realized what a good deal this was, and I called the landlord and insisted that he take a deposit.
Good for her, and she's persistent. That's how you gotta be with these places. Otherwise, the landlord's gonna be like,
submit an application.
And then they go and call everyone else.
Hey, we got an application already. You gotta be quick.
And then they're gonna pin them off one against another and try to raise the rent on you. This is smart.
So my move-in costs were basically first month's rent and a month's security, so $840 total.
420. Nice.
But listen, $840 to move in here, I mean, obviously, it's easy for me to say what a deal, because I'm used to LA pricing, but this is pretty nice.
In Mexico, when you rent something that's unfurnished, what that means is that there's no appliances.
Interesting. I was not aware of that. Every now and then I've seen with some rentals, it's like, sometimes they don't come with like a washer, dryer, you have to provide that yourself. But almost always there is a refrigerator, washer, dryer, oven, all that sort of stuff, almost always.
So I had to buy a refrigerator, a stove, a wash machine, hot water heater, ceiling fans, air conditioners.
Oh my gosh. So basically they provide you with a shell of a place. You're like, all right, everything's on you. As a landlord, oh gosh, that's the dream, because then if any of this stuff breaks, it's hers. But imagine taking this stuff with you, like the ceiling fan. You're really gonna move out and be like, I'm gonna take the ceiling fan with me? I'm gonna take this AC split unit with me? No, you're gonna leave it there. That seems odd, but okay.
It was quite a shock this time to have to buy it all at once, all over again.
It's still not bad, $1,500 on appliances. If she's here for 5 years, to spread that cost over 5 years, it's not terrible.
What I love about here, I love the ocean. I'm really a water baby. You know, I surf, I swim, I walk on the beach, and the water is very clean. There's great seafood. The apartment building that I live in was made in the 1950s. I don't know what I would call this style. It's kind of old-fashioned, which I love because it's enabled me to kind of make this eclectic mixture of modern and then some traditional Mexican in a way that works for me and my lifestyle.
I think it's very well designed. I gotta say, I like it.
So when you come in the front door, you're in the living room. There's lots of windows. It's got great light. I love that it opens into the dining area, so it's a nice place to entertain. I love to cook and have friends over. The living room opens up into a dining room. That extends back into a kitchen on one side and my bedroom on the other side.
She filmed it the wrong way. I had a feeling they asked her for some B-roll shots and she's like, doo-doo-doo. Every mom does this. They're like, look, I'm filming. And I'm like, no, Mom, you can't do that. You gotta film like this. This is the proper way to film. No one watches like this unless you're on TikTok. You gotta do this way.
The kitchen is a galley kitchen, long and narrow. Not my favorite, but it does the job. And then behind the kitchen is what was the maid's quarters, and I've made it kind of my laundry room, prep room. On the other side of the living room is my office. The office also has great big windows that open out to a really sweet balcony where I have coffee every morning and sometimes enjoy happy hour with my friends. From one corner, there's a little ocean view, and I love to sit there. And in between the office and the back bedroom is the full bathroom. So it's like a Jack and Jill bathroom.
Very cool. Listen, for $420 a month, this would be like the ultimate vacation spot. Just rent it for the entire year. Go and spend 2 months there, and it's like you basically had it pay for itself.
I think where I'm at now is that my perfect life is that I could be kind of like a snowbird in reverse, that I could go up to the States for a few months every year and have time with my kids and my grandkids, but still have my main life down here. The truth is that I wouldn't be able to afford to live in the US anymore, not on just my Social Security and the little bit of extra money I get. So to live here in Mexico and be happy and be able to afford the things I want in my life is a blessing.
Great. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to be following this. Listen, anybody who cannot afford life in the United States because it's so expensive and just everything, just come down here. My only few questions, I want to know just what her total income coming in is, if she's saving anything. What about health insurance? Where is that coming? If something comes up, is the medical care there sufficient? Is it comparable to the US? Does she go back to the US? How does this work with a visa? Do you need a visa? I don't know. I don't know about all of this. I want more details on this, but overall I have to say, beautiful place. I love the lifestyle. It seems like she's doing everything she wants to. She's got a great family. She's got a great support system here. I love it. And the fact that she's able to save a lot of money doing it, I'm all for it. This was probably one of the coolest unlocked episodes that I've seen so far, and I gotta say 10 out of 10. I love it. So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to destroy the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell. Also, feel free to add me on Instagram. I post here pretty much daily, so if you want to be a part of it there, feel free to add me there, as in the podcast, The Iced Coffee Hour. New episodes being posted every single Sunday. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.